vision and pay me. It's never this way. Me indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. This your opportunity, your opportunity.
Welcome to EDI on the Street from GraceBlood, where we explore EDI and, well, really its impact on your supply chain.
That's right.
And today we're going to be looking at artificial intelligence and machine learning and how they're transforming EDI.
Yes.
And this is something that you, our listeners, have, shared your interest in.
Right.
Want to quickly understand important technological shifts and their practical implications.
Exactly.
So we're going to be focusing on how AI and ML are moving EDI beyond its traditional limitations to create more efficient and intelligent B2B communication.
Well, EDI at its core is really the standardized electronic exchange of these crucial business documents like invoices and purchase orders.
Yeah.
It's really been the silent workhorse of B2B communication for decades now.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's provided a structured and digital way for companies to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Move away from all those paper-based processes.
Absolutely. EDI has been instrumental in streamlining everything from, supply chain management to procurement and financial transactions.
Yeah.
But, as your business evolves, you might have bumped into some of its well-known limitations.
Right.
We're talking about those rigid standards that can feel like trying to fit a, constantly changing puzzle piece into a fixed mold.
Exactly. While those standardized formats ensure a baseline of consistency, they can become a real obstacle when you need to adapt to new business rules or integrate with partners who have slightly different data requirements.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole issue of error handling.
Yeah.
Traditional EDI systems often have very basic validation checks.
Right.
And if something isn't exactly right, the entire transaction can just grind to a halt.
Yeah. And when that happens, it usually means someone has to manually step in, play detective to figure out what went wrong and then fix it.
Exactly.
And that manual data validation and mapping and correction can really eat into your team's time.
Right.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of having an electronic system designed for efficiency. Plus, we all know how challenging it can be to get those older EDI systems to connect smoothly with the modern cloud platforms and APIs that are now essential for so many businesses.
Right. So what's really fascinating is how AI and machine learning are now coming into the picture to directly address these long-standing pain points and introduce some really exciting new capabilities to your EDI processes.
Okay.
It's not just about making EDI faster. It's about making it significantly smarter.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Sure.
When we talk about AI and ML transforming EDI, where do we see the most immediate impact?
I think a good place to start is with data mapping and transformation.
Okay.
I know that can be a real headache for many.
Yeah, for sure.
This is an area where AI can deliver significant relief.
Okay.
Traditionally, mapping data between your various systems, your EDI setup, your ERP, maybe even your Shopify store, or a warehouse management system has been a very manual and often painstaking task.
Yes.
You have to precisely define how each piece of information in one system corresponds to the equivalent piece in another.
Right.
But AI and machine learning algorithms can learn from your historical data mappings.
So it's like the system learns by watching what you've done before.
Exactly.
And then starts doing it for you.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And what's even better is that machine learning can adapt to new business rules.
Okay.
So if you introduce a new product code or a different way of handling discounts,
Right.
the AI can often learn these changes without someone needing to manually reconfigure everything.
Wow.
We've seen clients reduce data mapping efforts by up to 70%.
That's huge.
Allowing their IT teams to focus on more strategic initiatives.
Yeah, that kind of time saving could be huge. And I know many of you listening often deal with receiving purchase orders or invoices in less structured formats like PDFs.
Right.
How does AI help get that information into EDI?
That's where natural language processing, or NLP, comes into play. Think of it like how your email spam filter learns to identify junk mail by analyzing words and patterns.
Yeah.
NLP does something similar with business documents.
Okay.
It allows AI to understand and extract relevant data from unstructured text in documents like PDFs, or even from the body of an email, and then automatically transform that data into an EDI-compliant format.
So the idea of seamlessly translating a PDF purchase order directly into an EDI transaction, that's not science fiction anymore.
No, it's becoming a reality.
Okay, now let's talk about those frustrating errors that can cause transaction failures.
Yeah.
How are AI and ML making EDI more reliable?
This is another area where AI brings really valuable improvements.
Okay.
Traditional EDI validation typically looks for very basic formatting errors.
Right.
Is this field the right length? Is it the correct type of data?
Mm.
AI goes much deeper.
Okay.
It can analyze entire data sets for inconsistencies and anomalies that a simple rule might miss. Machine learning models can build a profile of a normal transaction based on your past successful exchanges, and then flag any deviations that look suspicious.
So it's not just checking if the boxes are filled in correctly.
Right.
It's looking at the whole picture
Exactly.
and identifying things that don't seem right based on your historical data patterns.
Exactly.
Are we talking about catching significantly more errors?
Absolutely. We've seen systems identify and flag upwards of 85–90% of potential anomalies before they cause a transaction failure.
Wow, that's a lot more.
Yeah, and it goes beyond just flagging errors.
Okay.
AI can also use predictive analytics
Uh-huh.
to anticipate potential errors based on past patterns.
So using historical data to make guesses about the future.
Exactly. By analyzing previous transaction failures,
Okay.
the system can proactively adjust data before it's even submitted.
That's great.
Which is incredibly valuable, especially for our VelociLink Enterprise clients who handle high transaction volumes. Imagine preventing those recurring errors from happening in the first place without constant manual intervention.
Right. And you mentioned the possibility of autocorrection.
Yes, instead of just telling you there's an error, AI-driven systems can often suggest corrections based on your past transaction data.
That's cool.
For example, if an invoice has a slightly different amount than the original purchase order, the system might look at previous successful transactions between those two partners and recommend the most likely correct amount.
So it can look back and see what's happened before and be like, oh, this is probably what you meant.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
It's about inferring missing information and offering intelligent fixes in real time,
Yeah.
which drastically reduces processing delays.
So moving on to the speed of transactions.
Yeah.
Traditional EDI often involves batch processing,
Right.
which can sometimes introduce delays.
Uh-huh.
How are AI and ML changing the speed at which EDI transactions are handled?
This is a really key shift. AI and machine learning enable real-time EDI processing. Instead of waiting for those end-of-day or periodic batch cycles,
Right.
businesses can analyze transaction data virtually instantly.
Give me some concrete examples of how this real-time processing helps.
Think about real-time inventory tracking and demand forecasting.
Okay.
AI can analyze purchasing trends as they happen and adjust your stock levels dynamically.
So you're not like waiting until the end of the month to see how much you sold.
Exactly.
You kind of know instantly.
Right. It helps you avoid both costly stockouts and overstocking.
That's huge.
It also significantly enhances fraud detection by continuously monitoring transaction patterns for any unusual activity,
Okay.
such as duplicate transactions or suspicious behavior from vendors.
Got it.
And in today's dynamic environment, the ability for your supply chain to respond in real time to unexpected disruptions,
Right.
perhaps rerouting shipments based on predictive insights, becomes incredibly powerful.
Speaking of potential disruptions in security, EDI naturally deals with a lot of sensitive business data.
Right.
How do AI and ML contribute to making EDI more secure?
This is a critical area. AI-driven security solutions can detect unusual transaction behaviors that might indicate fraudulent activity.
Okay.
Very much like the fraud detection systems you see used in the banking industry.
Right.
Machine learning can also identify unauthorized access attempts to your EDI system
Okay.
by monitoring login behaviors and access locations for anything out of the ordinary.
So it's looking for those anomalies.
Exactly. Furthermore, AI can automate compliance checks to ensure your transactions meet relevant industry regulations, continuously scanning for potential violations and helping you stay compliant without manual oversight.
Okay.
That example we mentioned earlier of flagging duplicate invoices
Right.
is a perfect illustration of AI helping to prevent fraud in your logistics and payment processes.
So it's not just about reacting to security threats after they happen. It's about proactively identifying and preventing them from impacting your business. Now, you mentioned self-learning EDI systems.
Yeah, this is where the true intelligence of AI and ML really shines.
Okay.
These systems continuously learn from all the transaction history they process.
Right.
Over time, this leads to more accurate data predictions,
Okay.
more efficient automated processing,
Gotcha.
and an enhanced ability to adapt to your evolving business needs without requiring constant manual reconfiguration.
So they get better over time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The system essentially gets smarter and more efficient with every transaction it handles,
Wow.
reducing your ongoing reliance on manual EDI management.
It's like your EDI system is constantly fine-tuning and optimizing itself in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
What about integrating EDI with all the other modern systems that businesses rely on? That often feels like a major hurdle.
Absolutely. Modern businesses depend heavily on APIs and cloud-based platforms.
Right.
AI-enhanced EDI can automatically generate and process API-based EDI transactions,
Okay.
which simplifies things considerably compared to traditional file-based EDI methods.
Right.
AI also improves interoperability between different systems by automating the mapping between various API endpoints and EDI standards, making integration much more seamless,
Yeah.
and reducing the need for extensive and costly custom coding.
Okay.
And by enabling cloud-native EDI solutions, you benefit from faster, more scalable, and more secure data exchanges.
And finally, something I think many of you listening can relate to,
Yeah.
getting timely and effective support when you run into EDI issues.
Right.
How are AI and ML changing that aspect?
AI-powered chatbots are starting to play a significant role here.
Oh, yeah.
You're seeing them appear in many customer service areas.
Yeah, for sure.
And EDI support is no exception.
Makes sense.
These chatbots can provide you with real-time assistance in resolving transaction failures
Yep.
by suggesting potential fixes,
Right.
tracking your shipments and order statuses through automated responses,
Okay, cool.
and even helping your partners navigate EDI requirements without needing to involve a human support representative.
That could be a big time saver.
Yeah, it's all about providing quicker, more efficient, and readily available support.
So it sounds like AI and ML are really touching upon almost every facet of how we interact with EDI.
Yeah, it really is transforming the entire landscape.
Let's briefly discuss how these technologies are being applied across different industries.
Sure, we're seeing some really exciting and practical applications across various sectors.
Okay.
In retail and e-commerce, AI is helping with more accurate demand forecasting to optimize inventory levels
Okay.
and automating the often complex process of onboarding new suppliers.
Yeah.
In healthcare, it's enhancing the efficiency of claim processing and improving the management of patient data.
Wow.
For manufacturing and the broader supply chain, AI can predict potential shipment delays and even assess the risk associated with different suppliers.
Oh, that's cool.
And in finance and banking, it's being used to strengthen fraud detection and payment processing and improve the accuracy of reconciliation processes.
So it seems like the potential benefits are widespread across many industries.
Yeah, it really is changing the game.
But are there any potential challenges or important considerations for businesses before diving into adopting AI and ML for EDI?
Absolutely. It's important to understand that it's not a magic solution overnight.
Right.
One crucial factor is the quality of your existing data.
Yeah.
AI models rely on good, clean data to make accurate predictions and provide reliable insights.
Makes sense. Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. So if your underlying data is inconsistent or inaccurate, the AI's effectiveness will be limited.
Okay.
There can also be initial implementation costs associated with deploying these new technologies, and the process of integrating them with your existing legacy EDI systems can sometimes present complexities.
Yeah.
Finally, it's essential to ensure that any AI-driven automation aligns fully with all relevant industry compliance and security requirements.
Those are certainly important points for everyone to keep in mind.
Yeah, definitely things to consider.
Looking ahead, what does the future landscape of EDI powered by AI and ML look like?
The future looks very intelligent and increasingly automated.
Okay.
We're likely to see a significant rise in what's called hyper-automation,
Okay.
which combines AI machine learning and robotic process automation to create truly end-to-end autonomous EDI processes.
So it's taking it even further.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Edge computing could also play a role, bringing EDI data processing closer to the source of the data,
Right.
enabling even faster real-time decision-making.
Okay.
We might even see the development of AI-powered EDI marketplaces,
Interesting.
creating intelligent networks that connect trading partners more seamlessly and efficiently.
So like a marketplace just for EDI.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. And the potential for predictive supply chain optimization, where AI can forecast potential disruptions in your supply chain before they even occur, is incredibly exciting.
Yeah. So as you can see, AI and machine learning are poised to significantly reshape the EDI landscape,
Right.
offering the potential for more efficient, accurate, and responsive supply chain operations.
Yeah, absolutely.
These advancements are aimed at alleviating the traditional pain points of EDI that you might be familiar with and unlocking entirely new levels of automation and intelligence in your B2B communications.
Exactly. It's all about making EDI work smarter for you.
The evolution of EDI towards becoming smarter and more autonomous, powered by AI, is certainly something to watch closely as you consider your future technology strategies.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be involved in EDI.
We encourage you to think about how these AI-driven capabilities could specifically impact your business needs, and explore further how platforms like GraceBlood's AI-enhanced VelociLink could be beneficial in this evolving landscape.
It's a great tool to help you stay ahead of the curve.
Thank you for joining this discussion on EDI on the Street.
My pleasure.
We hope this has provided you with valuable insights into the transformative power of AI and machine learning in EDI.
Absolutely. It's a topic we're all very passionate about.
And we're excited to see what the future holds.
I agree.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time
See you then.
on EDI on the Street.
Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity.